I actually
Mhm.
want you to learn how to regulate things for yourself because you are going to have your own best interests at heart for you, for your family, more so than anybody else I could ever put in place to regulate something. You are going to be better in that role than any other thing I could possibly think of.
Oh, yeah, I mean, the core problem is just being a responsible consumer, and I think we've had kind of a lot of conversations about this. We, at the end of the day, are responsible for what we buy, especially for things that go on our bodies, in our bodies, whatever. There is a level of we should be digging more than we do in a lot of ways. And that's such an interesting point because I just feel like in the DIY nail world, you just truly don't know that all of this is happening. I didn't know that there were, Chinese manufacturers essentially disguising the same formula in a bunch of different packages in a bunch of different names. I didn't even know that was something I needed to think about. And, you know, granted, that's probably my own fault for just not going out and seeking that education on my own. It's kind of hard because it's almost like I want to protect DIYers in a way because
Yep.
you really don't know what you don't know until you don't know it in some cases. But then, you just bring up just such a good point though that we do have a responsibility still though to educate ourselves about what we're buying, where it's coming from, are there ethical practices? And to your point, I do that in other points of my life. I do that with food that I eat. I do that with clothes that my family buys. I do that with what we drink our water out of. Um, it, I guess I don't know why there was a disconnect between that and like what I put on my nails. And yeah, I definitely think there is definitely a level of personal responsibility that has to start taking place. But it's kind of, I do feel like a little bit torn though, because
Yeah.
again, I feel like you just think that nail products are just like nail polish and until they're not.